It's 11 o'clock, and we are live. Spodio.
Good morning on a Wednesday.
Good morning, ladies.
Is it Wednesday already? Yikes. I thought it was still Monday.
I'm waiting for your office to have absolutely nothing in it.
Well, I'm getting there. Desk is gone.
Yeah,
File cabinet's gone.
Not only is it Wednesday already, tomorrow is October 1st.
Dang.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So once you get your hind end, good morning, AJ, get your hind end over here to the East Coast, you'll be able to see some fall color.
Yeah. Out there.
Someone said something to me the other day about moving to colder weather. And I said, listen, I lived 40 years in Wisconsin. Where I'm going is not cold. And I have to tell you, when you move from a state like Wisconsin your whole life to California, something happens to you. Okay, no comments from the peanut gallery over there, but things are different because there's no change of season.
Yeah.
And it's a different thing with your psychology. Like, okay.
I think that's called menopause.
I said no comment. I said no comment from the big peanut gallery. But like you go through it. Well, it's autumn. Okay, so nothing's different. Well, it's Christmas time. Okay, so nothing's different. It's just weird. So I'm looking forward to the change. Like I saw on Facebook today, people posting pumpkin patch pictures or things of being at the orchard, the apple orchard, and I'm just looking forward to putting on a sweater and going out and doing that.
Yeah.
And in California, they're posting the same old pictures of homeless people sitting down on the curb.
Oh, it's so bad. And the fires. I mean, honestly, I pray for the people. My mom's been calling every day with complete anxiety over the fires because of what they're putting on the news. And I said, Mom, this time they're not near us. Like, it's okay. Take that off the plate. But it's horrible to watch. And Alan knows when I first joined Touchstone, right in the very beginning, we had fires in our neighborhood and my car was loaded, ready to get out. So I won't miss that. I mean, I'm sad for the people dealing with it, but I won't miss that. Anyway, so there's for Wednesday.
There's it's Wealth Wednesday, and on Wealth Wednesday, we like to pay it forward by doing something financially beneficial for someone else, and benefiting them. Whether it be, there's lots of different things you can do. I posted that thing with that employee at McDonald's. The lady came in with kids and didn't have money and paid for that, and
that was great.
I paid for college kids meals or whatever. And I thought about that the time that I did that, and the poor little girl's credit card was declined, and I thought, we don't have to wait for their card to get declined. You can see because college kids, most of them, their money's tight.
Yeah.
If you're over there about Wake Forest University, it's kind of a different story. But in UNC Wilmington, they're not. These kids aren't loaded.
Hey, you can have your kid off at college and wonder why your DoorDash bill is, or why you're seeing DoorDash on your credit card all the time. I mean, seriously, those are
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And so it's important to do that because it changes. You're talking about changing your mentality. It does change your mentality as far as, hey, you're not controlled by money. You're helping other people. You're reaching out. You're paying it forward, and you're not in a poverty mentality. Mentality.
Yeah.
So
Alan,
go ahead. I gotta say this, you guys. Someone has moved my garbage can every single day for about 10 years, and I always thought it was my next door neighbor. And here it was a woman that's been that as a special needs woman down the road that's about 55 years old. And then I realized she was doing the whole neighborhood. So you guys, I thought that was Patty, but when you receive it, I just wanted to remind everybody, when you receive it and it's a free gift, you don't know who it came from. And you always, oh my gosh, I just was blown away yesterday when I saw her walking all the garbage cans down because I had never seen her do it. It's that gift that we do. I mean, I was on the other end for so long and thought it was somebody else. And here's this beautiful woman that I see out there, not doing my garbage, not knowing that she was doing our deal. And then knowing she's doing the whole neighborhood.
Yeah. You know what's beautiful
here to the house that I'm in now, our driveway is pretty long, and there's an open field in front of us, and so the wind whips across there in the winter, and we had a snow blower from where we lived before, but that's a joke. Like you can't use no snow blower. You have to, get what is happening to my you have to get your driveway plowed. And so I was trying to push Nicholas up to the bus stop one day, and the wheelchair kept getting stuck in the snow. And somebody saw me. The next day, my driveway was plowed. And I thought, oh, that's so nice. And the next day, and the next day, and for 2 years, I was trying to find out who's plowing my driveway, because I never saw them. They'd come at 4 a.m. or whatever. I might possibly see some lights or hear them, and I'd go out and look, and they're gone. And it took me a couple of years to figure out who it was, and they did it since I've been here until last year he retired.
Wow.
Wow.
On both of those, I'm honestly going to start crying, because I was going to say to that, what's so special about what you guys both shared is it is nice to pay someone's bill or to have the gift of money, but think of how that was just the gift of helping somebody.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a financial gift.
Right.
It's the gift of your time. It's the gift of your thought. It's just, and you know what feels even better? Being the person giving the gift.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
if you're out there and you have trouble receiving, because that happens a lot, you don't want to ask for help. It's tough to. No, that's okay. I'm the queen. No, that's okay. I got it.
I got it. Yeah.
I'm fine.
Just remember the service that you're doing on the other end by receiving it. You're allowing that person to do something that makes them feel good. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
good stuff on a Wednesday.
Yes.
Positive stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
So we were, that is good stuff. It really is, and powerful, and it changes your mindset. And we were talking about mindset a minute ago about living in a place with no things. But last week we were talking about visualization, and OQP, only quality people, and visualizing what you want. And now, Lisa, did you post pictures yesterday of your house or no?
I solemnly promise it's happening as soon. Honestly, Alan, just don't. Okay. Don't even start with me. I'm already living on high anxiety. I've been through a bottle of this stuff and I'm empty. I'm gonna pay overnight 1 hour shipping to get myself another bottle. It will be posted. But on that note, I was going to say the visualizing. Remember the day we had the call? We were talking about when you hear certain songs and music and just putting yourself into that positive feeling. Like you look in the mirror and instead of seeing the negative, like we mentioned the other day, you got the music playing, you're feeling good stuff starts to happen. So when I post those pictures, I'm going to post music with them and I'm going to make it all good.
So plan on seeing that in February, March, because she'll put music to it and then she won't like the music. Then she'll have to have Tom add it.
I'm not putting music to it.
And
I can't put music to it. He just got a new show. He has no time for giving music to my videos. That's funny.
No, the reason I asked that is because
I know
it's a beautiful home. I wasn't trying to call you out.
I know.
I didn't know whether you really had or not, but we talk about that, and it's so powerful to visualize things and how you see things. One of the things that I wanted to talk about today is what would you do with an extra 90 minutes? But the first thing I want to share is this, okay? And so you've seen these before. Where people say, hey, what color is this? Is it green or is it blue? And, ironically, it's how you perceive it. It's how your mind works and your perception. And so when I was looking at the numbers for this and looking at that again, it's like last night with the debate. I did a live video yesterday and just kind of talked about the debate and what was going to happen and to make your own decisions on what you see. And what I think is hilarious is the after show and the next day, this. But when you look at that picture, they surveyed 1,000 people and 64% saw that picture that we're looking at right now as green, and 32% saw it as blue. Now, that's only 96%. I don't know what the other I don't know what they saw, or they just didn't answer. You never know. But your perception is reality to you. Your perception is reality to you. And so when you perceive positive thoughts, just like you were saying, you perceive that you're going to be successful, when you have a positive approach to things, when you notice that, good things happen. When I said, what would you do with an extra 90 minutes a day? Well, it's shocking the statistics of the number of people that tuned in to the debate last night for 90 minutes and watched that sideshow or whatever it was. I don't know. I thought it was hilarious myself, but the comments are comical. And see, here's the deal: is there are people who saw that as blue, and there are people who saw that as green. And I think in the world it's red or blue. Is that right? So up I am on the turn your state blue or turn your state red, right? And so it's funny. And my point to this is think about if you would have prospected for that 90 minutes a day versus watching that show. The funniest thing I thought was, and I went through several different channels afterwards because I love to go, if you go from Fox to CNN to NBC, I mean, their perception, or what they want you to think their perception is, are totally different. Totally different. But one thing that all of them said that I thought was ironic was basically what they said was, and I'm going to kind of put this on my own words. Well, that was a waste of 90 minutes because it didn't change anybody's mind. Those that are for Trump are still for Trump, and those that are for Biden are still for Biden. That was just a shit show. Excuse my French or Japanese or whatever that word is. That was a poop show, and it didn't change anybody's mind. So what I took from that was, well, that was a waste of 90 minutes. And what it did was is so this morning I get up and I look at some of social media and I'm like, there's people arguing with each other. So how does that relate to our business? Alan, what the heck are you talking about? You got 2 minutes and Denise is looking at her clock. Here's the deal, is this. Some people will say, yes, I'd love to take a look at your opportunity. Some people will say, no, I'm not interested. But there are some people who are praying for that opportunity, who are looking, who are like on their knees going, Lord, we're struggling. We don't know how we're going to make it, and see, a lot of people perceive when I say that as, money. I've got a friend right now whose son is in the hospital who found out he has an infectious disease of his spinal cord. He's paralyzed from the chest down. He's only 33 years old. He kept going to doctor after doctor to figure out what was wrong with him. And now he's there on a ventilator, not because of COVID, because his body, he's paralyzed. It's the biggest mess you've ever seen. So there are people with sleep issues, staying up all night, can't sleep, And I say that she sent me a message and said, boy, I'd love to get some of that, CBD oil because I can't sleep. There's people who don't sleep regularly that struggle sleeping. There's people who struggle with stress. There's people that, Lord, if I could just find a solution to this anxiety that I'm feeling, just like Lisa said, and so with me, I had oral surgery last week. I can tell you that I've been through 2 bottles of this stuff. Okay. Because I can't take codeine. I hate it. Those drugs are just, and so when you pay attention to what people's needs, desires, and wants are, Hey, oral surgery, because they'll post it on social media. Heck, they might post a picture of their mouth. Who knows? Pain, blah, blah, blah. Hey, have you tried CBD oil for your pain? And when you reach out, understand this. Some people are going to see it green. Some people are going to see it blue. And some people just want to participate. They just want to see. Just thank you for sharing the color with me. I'm excited. I'm looking for an opportunity to create some additional income. I'm looking for a way to get rid of my anxiety. I'm looking for a way to sleep better. I'm looking for issues with. I've got fibromyalgia. I don't sleep well. My energy level. And the beautiful thing is when you see the people and the testimonies that we have. What extra 90 minutes? Use that time instead of watching the boob tube. I call it. Because that wasn't going to make any money last night, and neither is Dancing with the Idols or whatever that show is. That stuff's not going to make you any money. You're just hanging out watching it. Spend that time sending out messages, because some people will, some people won't, and some are praying for the opportunity. That's what I got.
That's good.
That's what.
Well, I can think of one thing. I read it, and I don't know where I read it. You guys know how we're all popping all over the place, right? Listening to the lives or going over to Ray. But one of the things, and maybe I read it, but it said it's not how many friends and family you have, it's how many asks do you have. How many people can you ask in your journey?
Yeah.
And I think it's so fun to hear that, because some people have a small circle, some people have a large circle. But even the person with a large circle of friends and family, if they don't ask, that person with the small circle has more ASK, they got it. They win.
I'm glad you put the K on the end, because I was like,
How do you
it's like some of us have butt.
With a good
Big butts or little butts.
Don't get me started.
And then some people see it teal. That's that other 6%, I guess. I don't know.
That is.
I see it as Miami Dolphins.
I saw it.
That's the first thing I thought of when you put that up. I'm like, dolphin colors.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. Here's what's funny. I'm struggling with it because I pulled it up. I added it to a PowerPoint, and then I saw the comparisons. So I see green. Okay. But now when you mention that and I look at this screen over here, I go, oh my gosh, you're exactly right. Miami Dolphins. The thought you just put in my head changes the color that I see.
Whole other live.
Whole nother live, because we're out of time.
We're out of time.
That's actually a whole other topic, perception.
Yeah. And the last thing I'll say is this, is just like Jenna said, it's our job just to ask. Hey, are you interested in taking a look at an opportunity? Debbie Stella's done that for the last 2 days to people that she said they will not be interested, Alan. I said, ask them anyway. And guess what? They were. That doesn't make me genius.
If you missed the live yesterday, go back and watch it. It was
that was a good replay.
Yep.
Unknown caller.
That's great.
All right, gang.
All right.
We love you. Thanks, ladies.
Love you guys.
Have a
Have a
great
great day. Happy October. Halloween's coming.
Here we are.
Get dressed up.